Sometimes the most powerful move isn't fighting for their attention. It's stepping back, staying silent, and letting them realize your value. This timeless wisdom resonates deeply with Stoicism. Text fades onto the screen. Go back, stay silent, they will request you. Stoicism. Welcome back to Stoic, where we explore ancient wisdom to transform your modern life. Today, we'll uncover why retreating into silence can make others value your presence, and why sometimes saying nothing is the loudest response of all. In this video, we'll explore how Stoic practices of self-restraint, silence, and composure can empower you to regain control in relationships, life, and even your personal growth. The power of silence in Stoicism. Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Silence allows you to regain that power. When you step back and stay silent, you create a void. This void forces others to confront your absence and reflect on your value. Silence becomes a statement, a sign of strength and self-respect. The psychology of absence. Psychologists call this the law of scarcity. People value what they think they might lose. When you walk away from someone who takes you for granted, your silence speaks volumes. It says, "I don't need you to define my worth." Showcase a short dramatization. A person silences their phone after receiving a dismissive text, then focuses on a hobby. By staying silent, you reclaim your energy. You signal that your time and presence are not to be taken lightly. The Stoic approach to relationships. Silence isn't about playing mind games or manipulating others. It's about respecting yourself enough to step back when you're undervalued. Epictetus reminds us, if you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid. Walk away. Let your silence speak. Your silence is your boundary. It teaches others to value you without you having to utter a word. When they request you back, here's the truth. When you go silent, the people who truly value you will reach out. They'll recognize what they lost. And those who don't, they were never meant to stay in your life anyway. Your silence creates space for the right people to step in. It's a filter that helps you find genuine connections. Practical steps for staying silent. If you're ready to harness the power of silence, here are 3 Stoic-inspired steps. Pause before reacting. When you feel the urge to respond, take a deep breath and ask yourself, is this worth my energy? Channel your energy elsewhere. Focus on your growth. Learn a skill, read, or practice mindfulness. Set boundaries without words. Instead of arguing, walk away. Let your actions or lack thereof convey your stance. Remember, silence isn't weakness. It's wisdom. It's power. So, the next time someone underestimates you, go back, stay silent, and watch them request your presence. If this resonated with you, give this video a thumbs up and share it with someone who needs to hear this. Don't forget to subscribe for more Stoic lessons that empower your mind and life, and comment below, how have you used silence to reclaim your worth? Let me tell you a story. Alex was the friend who always went out of his way to check in, support others, and be there when no one else was. But when Alex needed the same support, he was met with silence. One day, Alex decided to do something different. Instead of confronting people or demanding respect, he chose to step back. He stopped initiating, stopped over-explaining, and simply stayed silent. What happened next? Slowly, one by one, people began reaching out. They noticed his absence. They realized how much his presence had meant. And those who didn't? They faded into the background, making room for genuine connections. Alex's story isn't unique, it's a universal truth. When you step back and stay silent, you give others the space to recognize your worth. The philosophy behind stepping back. In Stoicism, there's a concept called ataraxia, or peace of mind. This is the goal, not controlling others, but mastering your reaction to them. When you walk away, you let go of the need to be validated by anyone but yourself. Cut to visuals of Marcus Aurelius's statue with text overlay. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. When you embrace silence, you choose inner peace over external chaos. It's not about retreating in fear. It's about standing firm in your self-respect. Silence as a form of leadership. Silence is also a hallmark of great leaders. Think of the moments in history when a simple pause or a deliberate silence commanded more respect than words ever could. By staying silent, you demonstrate confidence. You show you're not desperate to fill the void, but are comfortable with it. This is the essence of a Stoic leader. What silence does to others. When you step back, people are left with their thoughts. Silence triggers introspection. They start asking themselves, why did they leave? Was it something I did? Did I take them for granted? This is the psychological impact of absence. Instead of chasing them for answers, you've made them search for their own. This is where your power lies, not in words, but in the absence of them. Silence as a response to conflict. In conflicts, silence can de-escalate tension. While others are shouting to make their point, your calm demeanor becomes a stark contrast. It forces them to pause and rethink their approach. By not engaging, you remind others that you won't be dragged into chaos. You're prioritizing your peace, a core Stoic principle. Whence a return after silence? Here's an important question. Should you return after someone requests your presence? The Stoic answer lies in discernment. Marcus Aurelius taught us to evaluate relationships based on virtue. Is this person capable of mutual respect? If yes, returning can rebuild a stronger bond. If not, walking away permanently is a gift to yourself. How to stay silent without feeling weak. I know what you might be thinking. Isn't silence a sign of weakness? Doesn't it mean you're avoiding confrontation? The answer is no. Silence is strength under control. It's choosing not to waste energy on what doesn't serve you. It's mastering the art of responding, not reacting. Remember, silence isn't just the absence of noise. It's the presence of self-respect, discipline, and inner strength. So, take a moment to reflect. Where in your life do you need to step back and stay silent? Let them request you. Let them reflect on your worth, because you are valuable, not because of what you say, but because of who you are. Now, I want to hear from you. Has silence ever worked in your favor? Share your story in the comments below. And if you found this video insightful, please give it a thumbs up, share it with someone who needs to hear this, and subscribe to Stoic for more wisdom to empower your life.